Well, and then next year, you and Young Thug got into it.
Yeah.
Was it over Young Thug beefing with Lil Wayne?
Wayne, man.
Ever wondered why Young Thug went after Lil Wayne so aggressively back in 2015? Was it just about music, or was there something much deeper behind that shocking tour bus shooting? Well, the truth is finally coming out, and it's full of drama, betrayal, and intense loyalty. You don't want to miss this one. Let's dive into how everything went down and what really sparked the chaos between these two rap legends. This is the definition of a rap history. This is why I love this podcast and why I needed to rewind earlier this year to hear all the updates. In July 2015, the music world was hit hard by a shooting on Lil Wayne's tour bus while he was in Atlanta. The shooting happened on Interstate 285 just outside the city and left the bus riddled with bullets. Fortunately, no one got hurt, but the buses were seriously damaged with a $20,000 repair bill. It was a terrifying event, but what's even more unsettling is how deep Young Thug and Birdman were involved in all of this. Stay tuned, because this story goes much deeper than anyone could have expected.
Were fired at the tour bus of Grammy-winning rapper Lil Wayne on the 26th of April. Footage from the NBC affiliate in Atlanta, Georgia.
Imagine this. The police are escorting Lil Wayne's tour bus out of Atlanta. Everything seems calm, but then things take a terrifying turn. Jimmy Winfrey, aka Pee Wee Roscoe, who was working as Young Thug's tour manager at the time, allegedly decided to handle things himself. Once the police escort left, Winfrey is said to have followed the buses and opened fire. But what makes this even more shocking? Cell phone records tied him to Young Thug and Birdman, hinting that they were involved in the shooting more than anyone realized. This wasn't just some random attack, it was personal. And there's a lot more to this story than what first met the eye. What do you think happened? Let me know in the comments.
It's a Vlad interview, man, so everybody's gonna see this. It's gonna do its numbers, especially since it's Vlad in game. I don't.
The story takes another wild turn when we dig deeper into Winfrey's connections. Prosecutors and sources linked to the case revealed something huge. Young Thug and Birdman were actually named as uncharged co-conspirators in the shooting. Winfrey, the man at the center of it all, was said to have called both Thug and Birdman before and after the incident. But here's where it gets even crazier. Winfrey later suggested that Birdman was directly involved. Birdman has denied any connection, claiming he didn't know where Winfrey was and that the phone call was just a misunderstanding. But Winfrey's version tells a different story. He claims Birdman's financial issues with Lil Wayne were what really sparked the whole situation, even going as far as saying Birdman was the one who started it all. Now we're left wondering, how deep does this drama really go? Do you think Birdman was involved, or is this all just a misunderstanding? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button if you want more updates on this wild story. As things heated up, it became clear that Winfrey wasn't just talking about what happened, he was directly involved. The shooting started to play a bigger role in the YSL case, leaving people questioning how much Young Thug and Birdman were really involved. And then there's The Game. He wasn't just sitting on the sidelines. The Game has been one of Lil Wayne's closest friends for years, and when Young Thug started throwing jabs at Wayne, The Game wasn't gonna let that slide. He stepped in to defend his friend, refusing to let anyone disrespect Wayne like that. This drama just keeps getting crazier. Do you think there's more to the story we haven't heard yet? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
My brotherhood with him, it's the way that I feel about Wayne in music is the way that I feel about Wayne out of music. That is my brother.
The Game made it clear, a true friend doesn't just watch when others disrespect their people. So when Young Thug went after Wayne, The Game couldn't stay quiet. He said he's much more vocal about beefs than Wayne is, and that's why he had to speak up. It wasn't about starting drama, it was about defending his friend. For The Game, it's simple. If you can't stand up for your friends, then what's the point of being their friend? What do you think about The Game's actions? Would you do the same for your friends? Let us know in the comments.
Because those my dogs. They've been holding me down since my introduction to hip hop, and all the way through it, never changed.
So why exactly did Young Thug go after Lil Wayne in 2015? Well, the tension had been simmering for a while. Young Thug made headlines when he announced he was naming his next album Carter 6, which was clearly a dig at Lil Wayne's iconic Carter series. At the same time, Wayne was in the middle of a huge legal battle with Birdman and Cash Money Records over $50 million. He was fed up and started calling out Birdman publicly, even dissing him in his songs. It was a messy situation, and things between Wayne and Thug only got more heated from there. What do you think? Was Thug crossing the line, or was it all just part of the rap game drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
I understand that Lil Wayne is frustrated about his career, and I feel him on that, but this is my idol. I wouldn't ever in my life.
So why did Young Thug go after Lil Wayne in 2015? Well, the tension between the two had been building for months. Thug made a big splash by planning to call his next album Carter 6, clearly taking a shot at Lil Wayne's famous Carter series. At that time, Wayne was in the middle of a huge lawsuit with Birdman and Cash Money Records, trying to get back millions of dollars, and he wasn't shy about dissing Birdman on his tracks. Thug, now being supported by Birdman, picked his side, showing loyalty by pushing back against Wayne in every way he could. The album title was just a start. It didn't help that when Thug performed in Wayne's hometown, New Orleans, the crowd started chanting Wayne's name, which only made things worse. This was a turning point. The heat was on, and things were bound to get even messier. What do you think sparked this intense rivalry? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated on all the latest drama.
Y'all let them know I said
On the night of the shooting, Lil Wayne was in Atlanta, Young Thug's hometown. Thug's YSL crew, including Jimmy Winfrey, left a spot called The Vault and headed to the venue where Wayne was performing. There was a confrontation and Winfrey was kicked out, but that wasn't the end. After being thrown out, Winfrey reportedly grabbed an assault rifle and followed Wayne's buses once the police escort left. What's chilling is that it seems like Winfrey's actions were planned. Multiple calls between him, Thug, and Birdman before and after the shooting made it clear this wasn't random. And it didn't stop there. Winfrey's ties to YSL had everyone questioning just how deep this feud really went. Was Thug and Birdman's involvement even more than we know? Let us know what you think down in the comments. Make sure to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest updates in this wild story. What's your take? Could there be more behind this than meets the eye?
yeah, we're at exit 19. We had shots fired at a tour bus.
In 2020, Jimmy Winfrey, who had initially pled guilty to charges connected to the shooting, saw his conviction overturned. This brought even more attention to the case. Winfrey then took what's known as an Alfred plea, where he maintained his innocence but still faced some consequences. After serving time, he was released. But now, with the YSL trial taking place, his name is back in the headlines. What do you think about all this? Could we finally get the full story, or is there still more to uncover? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Who shot up tour buses belonging to rapper Lil Wayne pleaded guilty and accepted a 10-year prison sentence. He had until today to take a deal.
Winfrey's name has been all over the news since it was revealed that he made several calls to Young Thug around the time of the shooting. These calls could prove he had a bigger role in what happened. Prosecutors are now suggesting that Winfrey might have been part of a larger plan involving Birdman and Young Thug. Even though neither has been charged yet, what's got everyone talking now is whether Winfrey will testify against them. With so many twists and turns in this case, it's hard to guess what will happen next. What do you think? Could Winfrey turn on Thug and Birdman?
We or Roscoe will spend 10 years in prison. The district attorney here in Cobb County believes the gang problem is getting out of control in Cobb and
When you think back to the 2015 shooting, it's hard not to ask what was really behind Young Thug's actions. The feud between him and Lil Wayne wasn't just about a simple album title, it was about something much bigger. Thug had already shown where his loyalty stood, siding with Birdman, while Wayne had made it clear he was done with Birdman and Cash Money. As Thug became Birdman's protege, the rivalry became more intense and things got personal. On top of that, Wayne's legal struggles with Birdman were getting messier in 2015, and Thug saw an opportunity to not only back up his mentor, but prove his own strength in the game. But here's the big question. Did Young Thug go too far? Was the shooting all about loyalty, or was there something deeper at play? Maybe a fight for power in the rap industry? The indictment against Winfrey points to the idea that Wayne wasn't just a random target. It was part of a bigger plan. It makes you wonder how much was really about the rap game and how much was about personal ambition.
New leads in the Lil Wayne versus Cash Money case when the judge ordered Birdman to pull out the receipts for $1 million.
Let's break this down and look at Birdman's role in all this chaos. Birdman has a complicated history with both Lil Wayne and Young Thug, and some say his beef with Wayne could have been the reason behind the shooting. Now, things get even more intense when we look at what Winfrey has said in court. He suggested that Birdman played a major part in making the tension between Thug and Wayne worse. Winfrey even claimed Birdman offered him huge rewards like $250,000 and a Porsche to carry out the shooting. But of course, Birdman has denied all of this. So what's the real story here? Was Birdman just an innocent bystander, or was he really pulling the strings behind the scenes? It's a mystery that keeps us all questioning the truth. The
Birdman saying, here's $250,000 and a brand new Porsche. You did everything
The story gets even more intense when we look at a leaked conversation between Winfrey and Birdman. In the conversation, Birdman allegedly says, "It's time for you to come out here and get your money, man. You done did everything you could do." This comment really makes people wonder if Birdman was secretly pulling the strings behind the scenes. Even though Birdman has always denied being involved in the shooting, these new details, including the $250,000 offer and Winfrey's claims, leave us questioning if there's more to the story than Birdman is letting on. If these accusations are proven true, the consequences for Birdman and Young Thug could be huge. The deeper we dig, the more it looks like Birdman might have been involved in a much bigger way than anyone initially thought. The tension around this whole situation is only growing, and all eyes are on what happens next.
They said Birdman said, that was for something different. So they go over to Young Thug. Young Thug says he was doing a show and a whole another.
Even though Lil Wayne was the primary target in the 2015 tour bus shooting, the fallout from that night didn't just affect him. Alvin Lewis, the bus driver, found himself caught up in the chaos, and the violence had a lasting impact on him as well. In response, Lewis decided to take legal action, filing a lawsuit against Birdman, Young Thug, and others connected to the shooting, hoping to get justice for the trauma he faced. Not to mention robbing the blues record of 73 sold album, which was the most sold release the year before. Lewis decided to take legal action, filing a lawsuit against Birdman, Young Thug, and others connected to the shooting, hoping to get justice for the trauma he faced. As the bus driver, Lewis was directly in harm's way during the attack. He was essentially at the heart of the incident, fearing for his life. In his lawsuit, Lewis described how the shooting put him in immediate danger of death and serious injury. He said there was no reason for him to be targeted other than the ongoing feud between Lil Wayne and Young Thug. Lewis's experience serves as a painful reminder that the consequences of this violence affected not just the celebrities involved, but also the innocent bystanders who were simply caught in the middle.
In this new civil court filing we obtained, the driver's attorney points to phone records showing Young Thug called Winfrey 8 times.
Alvin Lewis's life didn't go back to normal after the 2015 shooting, and he's been carrying the weight of that night ever since. The emotional and physical effects lingered long after the bullets stopped flying. He talks about the pain and suffering that hasn't faded, including all the medical bills that piled up as he tried to heal. But the damage wasn't just physical. It hit him deep emotionally, too. Imagine being caught in the crossfire of a public feud and left dealing with not only the trauma, but also the impact on your ability to work and live your life. Lewis lost wages and saw his personal and professional life unravel in the wake of the attack. So that's why he took legal action. In his lawsuit, filed in Georgia, Lewis wasn't just asking for money to cover his medical costs or lost income. He wanted justice for the emotional toll the shooting took on him. He's seeking compensation for things like emotional pain and suffering that no one can see but that he's felt every day. His lawsuit includes charges like battery, breach of contract, and even intentional emotional distress. Lewis is looking for damages that go beyond just fixing the physical damage. He wants recognition for how deeply this event hurt him inside and how it has changed his life for good.
The musician that was the intended target has never once said these guys did it or there was a beef. This is just a bus driver.
This whole situation hit Wayne hard, especially with his already strained relationship with Birdman. According to Mondo, Wayne probably didn't appreciate Birdman bringing Thug into the mix. To Wayne, Thug could have seemed like a threat, someone who might try to take his place or copy his style. And with Birdman backing Thug, it must have stung even more. The tension between Wayne and Birdman was building long before the 2015 shooting, but Thug's rise in the game probably made things worse. It wasn't just about music anymore. There were deeper issues at play, and all those unspoken feelings likely led to the fallout between Wayne and Young Thug. What started out as a fight for respect in the rap world quickly grew into something personal, and it only escalated from there. This whole situation has caused more damage than most people realize. The drama between Young Thug, Birdman, and Lil Wayne didn't just lead to one of the biggest shootings in hip-hop history, it hurt a lot of innocent people too, like Alvin Lewis, who got caught in the middle of it all. So what's next for Young Thug? Can he rebuild his career? Will Birdman's role ever come out in full? And how will Wayne move on from everything that's happened? Do you think there's more to this story we haven't heard yet? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you can stay updated with all the latest drama. We've got more juicy details coming your way, so make sure to check out the next video.